A few months ago, I made a video explaining everything that was happening in James Gunn's new DC universe. But since I made that video, a lot of updates have happened on the project, and a few new projects were announced. What are they, and what changes have we seen? Well, let's talk about them. Starting of course with the updates we've seen on the previous projects. Creature Commandos had just released in early last year, and Superman is right around the corner. Creature Commandos was a pretty good show in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. Though, I still find it kinda weird that you decided to kick off your giant cinematic universe with an animated series starring C-list bad guy characters. I mean, yeah, the Guardians weren't exactly A-list when their movie came out, but they didn't kickstart the MCU. Regardless though, I still really enjoy Creature Commandos. It did a good job at setting up Rick Flag Sr.'s character, who we will see in Superman. Speaking of which, let's talk about Superman. The movie has seen quite a bit of promotion and marketing. Stuff like the first teaser trailer, Guy Gardner doing a TikTok dance, lunchboxes, and we recently got 5 minutes of footage. Yeah, I'd say promotion is going pretty well, and I cannot wait to see this thing in the summer. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow has entered production, some set images had leaked online, and the film had also cast Jason Momoa as the space bounty hunter Lobo. Lanterns had also entered production, starring Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan and Aaron Pierre as Jon Stewart. Nathan Fillion will also reprise his role as Guy Gardner in the show, Jason Ritter has been cast as an original character, Billy Macon, and Ulrich Thompson has been cast as Sinestro. Also, these guys. The Brave and the Bold being retitled to Batman the Brave and the Bold, probably to make it more clear that it's a Batman movie, though we still don't have a Batman yet. The Authority is no longer a passion project according to James Gunn, the Teen Titans movie is happening, and Swamp Thing has entered production. Peacemaker Season 2 only has a few more episodes left, and will be released in August of this year. As for Waller, Paradise Lost, Booster Gold, and Blue Beetle, well, I don't really know. I don't think anything's been confirmed since I made that video last time. I might be wrong about that though. Someone correct me in the comments. Some of the McFarlane figures have also been shown off on Threads. Here's one of Superman and Crypto, here's one of Lex Luthor, which is my favourite so far, here's one of Mr. Terrific, here's one of the Kaiju from the trailer, and here's one of the Fortress of Solitude robots. A few Funko Pops were shown off as well, including Superman, Lois Lane, Crypto, and Lex Luthor. I'm sure they'll make more eventually. I know they will. That's basically it for updates so far. Now it's time to get into the new stuff, and a lot of this I am very excited for. First up, we have Sergeant Rock, which will be a World War II movie starring Colin Farrell as the main character, and will release next year. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know enough about this franchise. I mean, I know there's a few comics out there, but I've not read them. I mean, I might watch this movie, but I'm not really too sure. I do really like Colin Farrell though, I thought he was great as the Penguin in the Batman series. But that's about it. Overall, we'll see what happens when the first trailer releases. Hey, RC from the future here. Turns out that Sergeant Rock has been cancelled, so I guess this whole segment was pointless. Yeah, no Sergeant Rock after all, so oh well. Another new film they announced next year is Clayface, a live-action origin story for the character. As of right now, I don't think anyone has been cast yet, though I won't be surprised if they cast Alan Tudyk as the character, who has really just become the main voice of the character in more recent years. Played him in The Harley Quinn Show, played him in Kite Man, and played him in Creature Commandos. This came as a surprise to me when I first heard it, because Clayface never gets the spotlight in live action. Let's see, he was in the Gotham series for like a few minutes, he was in Birds of Prey for like 2 episodes, and I think that's it. Side note, but does anyone else think it's weird that they're making a Clayface movie before a Batman movie in this universe? Huh. The next movie they've announced is, well, a Bane and Deathstroke movie. Now, this is probably the most random project they could have announced, because, well, as we all know, Bane and Deathstroke never team up. They've never been like a dynamic in the comics or anything else, so I don't know where they got this from. Some fans have speculated that this might lead into a Secret Six movie, which, I mean, Bane and Deathstroke are a part of that team, but I digress. The idea does sound cool, don't get me wrong, and Bane and Deathstroke are characters that could bounce off each other quite well. It just seemed a bit random, like I said, and a lot of people will think the same. Regardless of how random it is, I am interested in this movie, and I can't wait to see what comes of it. Next we have an animated series, though it's not really clear if it's taking place in the DCU or not, and that is a Starfire series. Now, if you're familiar with the Teen Titans, you know exactly who Starfire is, and as a character, I think she's worthy of getting her own series. There's definitely a lot of story potential with her. But again, it's unclear if this takes place in the DCU. I mean, I hope it does. We know Starfire is in the DCU because she made that cameo in Creature Commandos. So, there's a small chance that this series could take place in this universe, and if it does, well, I'd be happy. But if it doesn't, then, oh well. I just hope the series is good. And the last movie they announced, at least I think this is the last movie. I don't remember if they said anything else, but I don't know. But the last movie they've announced, that I can remember anyway, is Dynamic Duo, which will be a team-up movie with Nightwing and Red Hood. Okay, this is awesome. An entire movie featured around the first two Robins? I can already see fans losing their minds over this. Nightwing and Red Hood have definitely had their dynamics in the comics, so I could definitely see some elements from those being worked into the movie. Not to mention, both characters are extremely popular with fans and general audiences, so you can guarantee that people are going to want to see it. There are a bunch of non-DCU projects as well, like the My Adventures with Green Lantern series, the Batman Part 2, and another frickin' Teen Titans Go movie. Why the hell do we need another one? But they're all just Elseworld projects that won't affect the main universe that James Gunn is setting up. And with this universe just starting out, there's plenty of room for other stuff, like the Justice Society. They are establishing a middle generation of heroes, just after the Justice Society and right before the Justice League. But seeing as the Justice League won't be happening in this universe for like a few years at best, I think there's room for the Justice Society to get the spotlight. I also want to see more of the Justice Gang. Yeah, this new team that James Gunn created for the movie. Yeah, I want to see more of them, like their own solo project. I mean, they are going to appear in Peacemaker, so maybe we'll learn more about them then. But still, it'll be nice if they get the spotlight. And I also want to see Tim Drake in this universe. We've got Dick, Jason, and Damian, so where's Tim at? Now this last one may be a bit of a stretch as, well, there's not really any plans to include them right now. But I would love at the end of the chapter if they made a Justice League movie. Because, well, at the end of all these events, after all the stuff that happens with these characters, I feel like the Justice League coming together is pretty much inevitable. We know founding members exist in this universe, like Wally West and Wonder Woman, thanks to that scene in Creature Commandos. The Green Lanterns exist in this universe, so they could be a part of the team. And if worked right, you can incorporate the Justice Gang as being a part of the League. All of those members have definitely been a part of the League in some way, so it's entirely possible. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, the Green Lanterns, Mr. Terrific, and Hawkgirl as founding members. And if that ends up happening, well, I would be over the moon. Hell, we could even introduce some other characters in the League. I mean, I doubt they're not going to use the exact ones that I named, but I would like to see that. Come on, let's make it possible. Just as long as they don't shove these characters in our faces like the DCEU did. It's possibly the reason why it failed, but I doubt they do that. And that's all the new stuff we can expect from the DCU. If they add even more stuff, then maybe I'll make a third video, but who knows. But for now, see you guys next time.